Well, we're back with Rick, and we're back to talking about applying for Medicaid. And, it seems like it's pretty important to have an attorney to do this. And we got 3 videos on this, but the importance of having an attorney.
Well, thanks, Randy. It sounds self-serving, but it becomes critically important that you use an attorney when you're going through the Medicaid application process. It's a very complex set of administrative rules and administrative code sections to know what you're doing and getting through this process. I had a hearing once in the 8th District Court of Appeals, and it was before Judge McMonigal. And Judge McMonigal described the Medicaid rules as he was preparing for our hearing as mind-numbing. He said, I find myself to be pretty, and he's a great judge. And he just, I was kind of shocked that he even just, with his expertise going through and saying, well, these are mind-numbing rules. So
he called it the way it is, it sounds like,
Yeah. So what's nice is, when you have an attorney, it becomes our responsibility to make sure that the actions that we take are compliant with the law. It's also nice that Medicaid wants you to work with an estate plan or an elder law attorney, so they're going to allow for reasonable attorney fees to be part of your spend down. As you're going from whatever that asset base is down to that $2,000 threshold, attorney fees are allowable. And if we have a spousal case, so now there's dividing the assets between the husband and the wife, depending upon who's in the nursing home, it's coming out of the portion that is in what we call the institutionalized spouse's portion. So it's not coming out of the overall estate. So the question is always, is an attorney really necessary? Well, because there is a code section that says the Medicaid caseworker has an affirmative duty to help an applicant with the Medicaid process. So why do I really need an attorney? Well, first of all, they don't have your interest in mind. They have the state of Ohio's interest in mind. They're not going to tell you about some of the more intricate things you're going to be able to do. And typically in a estate plan, the nickname for this is HAPLO. Somebody's gone into a nursing home, we don't have to lose the entire estate. We may lose part of it to have to use to pay for the care, but we're not going to lose all of it. We can normally protect 50 to 70% of an estate, even upon admission into a nursing home, but that's by knowing the rules. But certainly the caseworker is not going to tell you about that. And a lot of times, even the nursing homes will be very helpful. But again, they're going to want you to spend that money down because they'll go from that, the $11,000 a month that they're charging, and Medicaid pays them about $7,000 a month. So that's a big step down in income. So I understand, that they're not necessarily going to want people to seek out attorneys, but that's why I want people to learn from this video. There's a lot to do. It's complex, and Medicaid will actually allow your assets to be used to cover those expenses.
Well, it's a very complicated, the whole Medicaid thing is very complicated. That much comes through for sure. So probably a good idea to have a guy like Rick who knows, we talk, the things you talk about, I have no idea what you mean. And it's wonderful, but it's great. I mean, that's why we need folks like you to do this.
This has been the focus of my practice for the last 22 years. It's if I don't know by now, by gosh.
Well, somebody needs to know it. You need somebody to help you with it. So,
we just try to make it nice and easy. We try to make it turnkey for the client. And the bigger part of it is my job is to make it easy for the caseworker. If I can make their job easy, the application is going to go through all that much more smoothly. So we organize it the way the Medicaid caseworkers like it organized. We gather all the information, we submit it in an organized fashion, we explain all the different steps that we're taking, and we then submit this package that's fully explained to the caseworker so it's easy for them to do their data entry, to understand what steps were taken, and why we have already established eligibility by the time we've submitted that application.
Just that much less chance of a hiccup showing up because how they like to get it. And hey, if you're not already there, you should get there. This is their website, rmohiolaw.com. Again, this is video 2 of 3 that Rick's doing here on Medicaid. And check out head to the website, and you want to check out the other 2 we have coming up.
Very good.
See you soon.
Thank you. Thank you for watching.